Yo, man, the West is getting another Persona game. Yo, Persona 6? Nah, bro. Hear me out. Even better, Persona 5 The Phantom X. Okay, so welcome back to another video on my poor excuse for a YouTube channel. And today, we are here to speak about Persona 5. Actually, not even Persona 5. Persona 5, 6, 3, 2, 1, 4? Golden? Alright, that's not the point. But we're here to speak about Persona. Specifically, why is... Redo. Specifically, why is Atlus milking Persona 5? You might be like, man, I just saw the title and thumbnail. I want to check it out. What is Persona? A nice brief explanation. Persona. It is a series where imagine a group of teenagers, right? Teenage high schoolers, right? There's this other power they gotta defeat. However, how could humans defeat, fantasy powers? This is how. The personification of their inner selves materialized into Pokemon-like entities. Alright, so imagine Ash, right? But instead of collecting Pokemon, you collected like pharmaceutical monsters. Is pharmaceutical a word?
No.
That is a really bad example. However, what is Atlus? Atlus is a Japanese video game developer, publisher, arcade manufacturer, and distribution company based in Tokyo. They are also a subsidiary. Is it a subsidiary? That's how you pronounce it?
Subsidiary.
Of Sega. Most of you guys don't know them for most of that stuff. I can't curse yet. Most of that stuff besides Persona 5, at least in the West. Over there in Japan or any other place in the world, I can't say whether or not they're known for mainly Persona 5. However, in the West, they are really known for Persona 5. Persona 5 really kicked it off, and that's why they're kind of milking it. However, I don't blame them fully, right? Hear me out. Imagine you made a game, right? Imagine you made multiple games, right? But this one specific entry blew up. I mean, it is getting glazed and just imagine it, right? Ideally, if you could, squeeze out some more, ideally you're gonna squeeze it out, feel me? However, right, why milk it? Why leave it malnourished? Starving Marvin, why get it to that point, right? And to really nail down the coffin for why they're milking it, I want to refer to all the Personas drop, right? So in 1996, we had Revelations Persona. That was the first entry that started Persona. However, Persona is a spin-off from the Shin Megami Tensei series, so keep that in mind. Then you had Persona 2, Innocent Sin, and External Punishment. Then you had Persona 3, 3 Fez, 3 Portable, 3 Reload, and 3 Dancing in the Moonlight. Then you got Persona 4, 4 Golden, 4 Arena, 4 Arena Ultimax, and 4 Dancing All Night. Why the hell are there dancing games of Persona? Then you have Persona 5, 5 Royal, 5 Tactica, 5 Dancing in the Starlight, 5 Strikers, and 5 The Phantom X. And then you have combined spin-offs. Persona 4 and Persona 3 has Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Then Persona 4, 3, and 5 has Persona Q New Cinema Labyrinth. Hope you guys are following me, right? Right now, Persona 4 and 5 are kind of equal, because like I said, you got 4 Golden, Arena Ultimax, and Dancing All Night, which is 5 games. Then you have 5 Royal, Tactica, Dancing, Strikers, and the Phantom X, which adds 1 more entry. We're not counting the Persona Qs, we're just going to count the base games for those specific entries. Now, you might be thinking, okay, you listed all the Personas, okay, why do we care? Let's look at the main entries, right? Not the spin-offs, aka Arena, Dancing, Strikers. No, let's focus on the entry main games themselves. Persona 1, released in 1996. 3 years later, we were given Persona 2, aka Persona Innocent Sin, in 1999. But then, the next year, we were given Persona External Punishment in 2000. Then, in 6/7 years later, we got Persona 3 in 2006. Then 6 more years later, we got Persona 4 in 2012. Then 4 years later, we got Persona 5 in 2016. These are the base editions, not the remastered, deluxe, whatever, right? Persona 5 came out in 2016. So you're thinking 9 years later, we're getting Persona 6. No, Persona 5 Phantom X, a gacha mobile game. Also, I know the Phantom X community is kind of harsh. Look, I never played your game. I mean, well, it's not in English yet. It's not for the West. It's coming to the West. I never played it yet. I'm not hating on it, because maybe it's a solid game. But I'm just saying. And I don't think Atlus developed the Phantom X exactly. I think, of course, they had a hand in it, because, it's Persona. It's using the Persona IP. However, I don't think they directly said, you know what, let's make this. However, they kind of get the green light for it. So, I just want to let that be known. So, you might be thinking, that is interesting, huh? 9 years later, almost a whole decade later, and we're getting Persona 5 again. I love using that Bucky clip. I use it so much. I find it ultimately very interesting because of the fact that it's like, damn, like, again, you could argue Persona 5 only has one more, one extra release compared to Persona 4. Persona 5 is going on 6 drops over 9 years. that's kind of bad for Atlus in a way. Because think about it. If Persona 6 doesn't live up to the hype, to the wait, it's going to be worse. Because they're going to be like, we waited a decade for this bull. Look at what we got. We got trash. I don't want this. Give me another Persona 5 spinoff. Give me Persona 5 Royal Deluxe. Give me Persona 5 Royal. Okay, what's another word I can put next to Royal that makes it sound good? Royal. I don't know. But overall, I find it kind of crazy. It's like we're just getting Persona 5. And don't get me wrong. I rock with Persona 5. I played 5. I didn't play 5. I played Royal, which is basically 5 with some DLCs and slight changes. I played Strikers. I played Persona 4. Golden. I played Persona 3 Portable though. I bought it again when it re-released, so that's why I didn't play Reload. And I mean, my stats are crazy. I completed all the games. I actually 100% of Persona 5, so yeah. And hey, and if it means anything, I have Persona 1 and both versions of 2 on my PS Vita. I broke the charger a while back. Overall, this video was just kind of like a funny little filler video of like yap about Persona being milked. Is it funny? Right now, comment if it's funny, guys, and you'll get 300 false hopes of Persona 6 coming out. I don't know. I'm trying to make it funny. I don't know. I'm trying to target like more interesting topical videos. You know, I'm trying to get my personality out there so they may be like, hold on now, this guy's kind of funny. I'm still yapping, bro. Shut up. Put in the comments down below. When do you think Persona 6 is dropping? Because low key, hear me out. Next year, 2026, it'll be a whole decade. That would be a solid drop, low-key, if you think about it. Imagine releasing it a decade later. Unless they plan on remake. If I'm correct, a remake for 4 is coming out. Which I feel like is kind of weird. Because see, 3 Reload made sense because of the fact that they ported over portable. The ones on the PSP and Vita, well, only on the, I don't think it's on the Vita. I know it's on the PSP, right? But they ported over that one to modern consoles. I'm not sure why they decided to port over portable, but Persona 4, like, a remake doesn't make sense to me. Because Persona 4 Golden, although you can argue, you know, graphical-wise, it is older. And yes, it could definitely be improved in some areas. I still feel like, as in right now, their main attention should be on either Persona 6 or a 1 and 2 remake. Because I feel like a lot of Persona fans didn't even touch. Like, a lot of Persona fans nowadays, now, if you like are a real fan, you probably did. But a lot of like the newer fans definitely did not touch Persona 1 and 2. And it's not crazy. I tried playing 1. Well, I'm still actively playing it a little bit, but it's like every step you take, it's like a fucking pop-up Pokemon battle. I don't want to fight. Like, honestly, I'm not one of those, ooh, look at the graphics. Oh my god, look at the play. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care. But it's just that the constant battles be blowing my. It reminds me of Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne 3, bro. It kept blowing my with all those boss fights. Not boss fights, but like enemy fights. Low-key, I don't understand why 4 is coming out. I'm not saying they shouldn't make a 4 remake eventually, but I mean, like, right now, 4 is like, if you compare 4 to 3 portable, it needed a remake. But if you compare 4 to, you know, Reload and then Royal, I mean, of course, again, graphical wise, they could use an upgrade, of course, and mechanics wise, maybe they could improve it in some ways. However, it's not like, oh my god, this game is pure shit water. I can't, you know, if you don't want to play Persona 4 because like the way it looks and the way it plays, you're just fucking weird, honestly. That's really all I have for this video, honest. Most of that was yap. Like, hold on, like look at my script. It wasn't even a script. Like, I just scheduled a little part. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in, but I scheduled a little funny part and then just like a bunch of bullet points. So I hope this video was funny. Like, subscribe, and comment if you're looking for more random annoying content from me and my poor excuse of a channel. I don't have an outro for my channel. I just kind of end whenever I feel like ending, you know. Out of my way!